This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, J.M. Ryerson.
What is shaking, you guys? Welcome to Let's Go Win podcast. We are here for Tuesday tune-ups. J.M. Ryerson with you.
And Lisa Ryerson.
This is going to be a fun subject today.
Oh, good.
Because we're talking about choosing fun. That sounds like such an easy thing to do, but it's amazing as we get older how much we forget to have fun. Mm-hmm. So for instance, I will say, shout out to Nisha Fulton. She is our marketing manager. She does an incredible job. The picture that she put on this is awesome. It's a lady doing chores, dancing, and it looks like she's singing with her mop. And awesome. It's like literally perfect. So Nisha, if you're hearing this, great job. It looks incredible. But the whole idea is choosing fun today. And the first thing is I call it dancing with dishes. So one of my chores at the house is doing dishes. I can choose to really dislike doing dishes, which truth be told, a lot of times I don't, or I can choose to have a great time. So what I typically, if I'm struggling with that, I'll throw on some music and next thing you know, I'm having a dancing dish party. So, and you've seen it, I don't know how many times, but that's the way for me to overcome that. Vacuuming, you could do the same thing, throw in the headphones. When I clean toilets, music is something for me. So when it comes to these chores, that's how I choose to have fun. You have a few tasks that you do around the house.
Just a few.
Do you have ways that you make it more fun?
I actually love doing my task. Like laundry, love doing laundry. Now maybe cleaning floors. I just try to avoid a lot of the things, right? And you say you clean toilets, like really, how often? Not very often.
I clean toilets. How many toilets have you cleaned, young lady? Okay.
I don't clean toilets.
So save your judgment. I clean some small toilets, all right? Which, by the way, I don't mind doing.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I know. So this is really funny because I'm married to an author of 2 books, and I really don't enjoy reading for the most part. But on my goals every year, it's like I put on my goals. I'm going to read 1 book every other month, right? Or it's a month. It takes me 2 months to read it. Like read 1 book in 2 months, basically is what it is, right? And what's really funny is I typically wait till the last 2 weeks of that time's up and I just start reading and I'm like gangbusters. Like I have to get through this book so I can put it on my, my goals on my mirror and make sure that I check off the boxes. And so I don't enjoy it. But you know what I do is I'll read 2 pages and then I'll play a game of Candy Crush and then I'll read another 2 pages. And it just before you know, it's super fast. I'm like, oh, I got through my 10 pages today.
So I'm glad that you found that. We will get to that. It's called gamification. So that's cool. Why don't you enjoy reading? And I'm curious on your answer because there's something that you probably don't realize that I'll tell you in a moment. So why don't you enjoy it?
I don't know. I think it requires me to sit and be, unless I'm at the ocean, take me to any water. Well, not any water. It has to be the ocean. It has to have the waves crashing, sand in my toes. I could sit there all day. And I do read there.
You do?
I do
magazines,
read there.
You crush magazines.
I crush magazines. See, so I guess I do like reading. I like reading about I like reading about, I don't know, just stuff that probably isn't that big of a deal, right? About other people. People magazine is what I read. But as far as books and things, so I think it's just the state of sitting. I constantly am up. If you watch me, I go up and down the stairs all day. I'm out driving around the kids. I'm just go, go, go all the time.
I agree. Mm-hmm. However, she can also binge watch a show for hours on end where you're not moving. So let's be clear.
Yeah, ish.
You're not moving, Lisa. No,
but I'm doing other things while I'm watching
on your phone. Okay,
yes.
Fair enough. But here's what's interesting. Some of our most profound conversations come from you reading these books. I don't know if you've ever realized that.
I do.
So why do you resist it? Anyway, now we're
Because
getting
I don't
into
like to have
marriage
profound
therapy.
conversations with you.
It is interesting. This is something you should reflect on a little bit because I'm telling you, some of your best ideas come from these books that you resist so
I'm
much.
reading
I get it. I'm just saying.
6 books a year, bro. That's winning in my book.
That's fair. No judgment on it. So we talked about the second tip, which is gamification. This is something that I used when making sales calls. So for instance, you would start with, let's say it's a jar of pennies. And let's say you have to make 100 phone calls. Well, every phone call, you just take one penny, put it in the next one. And what happens naturally is we start to get competitive and we get excited watching the movement. So that small idea is something that we'd always do, or competing with someone else. Like you and I don't mind competing at pretty much anything.
Everything.
And that's an idea of gamification so that, again, if there's something you have to get through or rewarding yourself, that you gamify. Like if I get through this, I get to do X.
Right.
I guess play Candy Crush in your case. For me, it wouldn't be that, but I don't know. Do you have other ideas?
Yeah. Well, we did with the kids, right? So when the kids were little, I don't know, they had a sticker chart. I remember making them a sticker chart, and each of them had their sticker charts, and it was all these things like if they did a chore, they get a sticker for that day. If they were a good boy all day, they would get a sticker. And then if they collected 10 stickers, then that equals out a prize at the end, right? So it was like they would go to Wacky Tacky, or there was different things, and they got to choose their prizes. So we would sit down every single month and go, hey, what are the things that you want? You know, do you want to go to the movies with mom? Do you want to go to McDonald's? Do you want to do this? And so I'd list them all out. And it's funny now, I mean, with our oldest, he's 15, so there's no more sticker charts. But it's quite simple with him, right? What's the one thing that he wants all the time, every day, every meal?
Chipotle bowl.
Chipotle bowls. Like I don't even know why. They're not that good.
Well, don't be dissing on Chipotle. A lot of people like Chipotle.
I like Chipotle,
no
but
offense, Chipotle. Our son supports you, which means we support you a lot.
A lot. Like it's incredible how much we spend at Chipotle. But yeah, if it was kind of like, okay, buddy, like if you get straight A's, that means you get 10 Chipotle bowls, you know, over a time. We don't give it all to him at the same time, obviously, but it's like over the next month. And so he gets his bowls, and it's amazing how he will do anything for Chipotle bowls.
Yeah, and it's really not even Chipotle. It's the fact that there is a reward. So we need to bring back, I don't care if you put stickers, but something along, because truth be told, they love watching the fact that they're getting closer, and they'll push that much harder. So
Right.
I think the sticker chart might have to come back out. I don't care.
All
You can
right.
do it for me.
Oh, I can?
100%. I will do it. I get competitive at anything.
Oh, this is awesome. We're on to something.
And the last one I had is, I call it a packing party. Like so often, when we're going on a trip, this is always really funny to me, where people are like, oh, I have to pack for vacation. And you're like, did you just hear what you just said?
I love packing.
I have to pack for vacation. You're going on vacation. This is not something we should be complaining about. But it
First world
does.
problems.
It comes down to a mindset. It's like,
Right.
the truth is, if you only had one vacation ever, you wouldn't complain about it. You would be excited.
Mm-hmm.
But through time, or the amount, or like you pack for 3, I just packed for 1, that can be stressful for you. So an idea is doing a packing party.
Okay, we're going to have a packing party, and everyone's involved this time.
I'm always involved. I'm having a great time.
You're involved in packing for yourself. But yes, packing for 3 is a lot more than packing for 1.
So I guess what it comes down to ultimately is when you have any task that you're looking at, and those are the 3 examples I thought of, is like when you have those chores to do, make it fun. What do you like to do? You like to dance? Throw on some music and dance. You are dreading, I don't know, going through your emails. Gamify it. Once you get through 10 of them, play your Candy Crush. And then ultimately, if you're packing, or, because again, that is, I pour myself a nice adult beverage pretty much every time I pack, just because, again, I enjoy an adult beverage, so I'm going to have a good time doing it. So I don't know, any other things that you do to kind of make things your everyday that much more fun?
I think I pretty much nailed them all.
All right. Well, I'm glad.
I have a great time.
Typically, you do. You do. So how I would end this is we are complete control of two things. That's our attitude and our activity. And so these things will help with your activity, right? Gamifying it once we start moving. And our attitude, same idea. If you go in thinking, oh, this is going to suck, it's going to suck, I promise you. But if you think this is going to be amazing, it's going to be pretty amazing. So let me see here. What do we have going on? We got books. We got an online course. What do you want to talk about to end this today?
We have books and online courses. We can talk about it all, but you just can go on www.letsgowin.com. Has everything on there for you. Check out the books, check out the online course. The online course is I'm really excited about that. So definitely check out the online course for sure. And the books are great too.
Very cool. Well, you guys, until next time, mindset matters. This is a new one. I haven't told you that, but that idea, mindset matters. It does. That's what I want to finish. I usually say transcendent life, but I think today mindset matters. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for listening. If this content is delivering value to you, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review us. That helps us build this community, and that is what we are all about. Building this community as big as we can, helping as many people as we can, and deliver as much value as possible. Be sure to head over to letsgowinpodcast.com for information on my coaching courses, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Let's Go Win 365. Let's go win and transcend in life.
This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, J.M. Ryerson.